All right, welcome everyone. Here we are at our season finale, the big event of the year, VCW Revolution, and it's in front of 124 people. And we've added tag team titles, and here's our first tag title match. We have the Briscoe Brothers versus Next Wave versus Total Control, which is Ricochet and Pac tag teaming together. So, in a bout that had great wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd, the Briscoe brothers become our inaugural tag team champs. So, Ricochet was the weak link. Crowd heat at the end of that was hot and rising. Wrestling did a 39, crowd did a 17, and segment rating overall of 37. It was a great strong start to the show, and it got the crowd hotter. So there we have it. The Briscoe brothers, the inaugural VCW Tag Team Champions. Here we have Brody Lee, just kind of, putting himself over, hyping himself up, just trying to keep him, in the moment so I could build off him, hopefully build him into a future star. It was a good interview, promo, I should say. Crowd heat at the end of that was white hot. It got the crowd hotter. And segment rated it at 37. So there we go. Brody Lee handling his business on the mic. Here we have Nick Halen versus Brett Matthews. I just signed that guy, Brett Matthews, not too long ago. Subpar Wrestling, Little Heat, Nick Halen picking up the win. So poor Brett Matthews lost his debut match. They didn't click together, so it was a bad bout. And Brett Matthews is Rusty. Okay. Crowd heat at the end of that was very hot. Wrestling 18, crowd 3, segment 21. So that was a definite mistake on my part, misfire, having those two work together. We have an angle here. Amazing Kong, still ever the Silent Warrior, and having a little face-off confrontation with Rebecca Knox. Crowd heat at the end of that was very hot, and this segment did a 48. Next matchup, Eddie Kingston. Oh no, this is when they're kind of like, they're in like another stare down type of thing here. So all right, crowd heat very hot. Segment rating did a 50. They didn't even have to say anything. They just kind of stared each other down. So here we have it. Now their match, Kevin Steen versus Eddie Kingston. And in a decent match, Kevin Steen picked up the win. Crowd heat, very hot. Wrestling rating did a 30. Crowd rating did a 14. And segment rating did a 27. Next up, a wild brawl between Samoa Joe and Sheamus. And it had superb wrestling, great heat. Samoa Joe picks up the win here and very much dominated this feud with Sheamus recently. Oh, excuse me. Crowd heat, very hot. Wrestling did a 50. Crowd rating of a 25 with an overall 57 segment rating. Samoa Joe, once again, the highlight of the match. Very good. We're going to have to move Joe up faster than what I anticipated. Here we go. Jay Lethal on the mic, putting it, the smack talk to Ken Anderson. Crowd heat, very hot. Segment rating did a 29. And triple threat. I had to add Bobby Roode to the mix here just because we recently found out that, Jay Lethal and Ken Anderson don't work well together. So I kind of have to work around them just long enough to get them through this feud. Crowd heat at the end of that was very hot. Wrestling was a 31. Crowd rating only a 10. Segment rated of 34. And Bobby Roode was off of his game tonight. It's all right. So here we have it. Amazing Kong defends her women's championship against Rebecca Knox. And a good wrestling, decent reaction from the crowd. And Rebecca Knox picks up the win. And with that, taking the women's title away from Amazing Kong. I guess Amazing Kong, just with her Silent Warrior gimmick, just ended up being a transitional champ for Rebecca Knox. Okay. Interesting. Crowd heat at the end of that was very hot. Wrestling did a 33. Crowd rating did a 9. And our segment rating overall of 32. Here we have, a promo battle between Bryan Danielson and CM Punk. And it was very hot at the end of the crowd. And the segment rating did a 52. So pretty good there. And here we have it, our main event. It is an Iron Man match between CM Punk and Bryan Danielson for the VCW Heavyweight Championship. So here we have it. Exceptional match. Bryan Danielson successfully defended his belt against CM Punk. So Bryan Danielson not letting go just yet. Crowd heat at the end of that was very hot. Wrestling was a 62, highest I've ever gotten. Crowd rating of 39, segment rating of 54. Let's see what this red note is. The match dragged at the end as it was too long for the workers to keep an all-out pace going. I suppose, yeah. I did ask them to steal the show and do it in an Iron Man match. But hey, the match got the crowd buzzing, so they did their job. They put on a great match again. So either way, I'm happy with that. Overall, we did a 49 and we increased our popularity in our region. Let's finish this. Okay. No. Oof, the financials. Merchandise jumped up to 136 now, but now I am negative $34,677. Ouch. But popularity, tri-state, we're moving up. And I've got 2 in our little spill-off regions now instead of the 1. So that's kind of exciting to watch it grow. Oh, wow. And in Canada, I didn't even notice that. So we're starting to expand a little bit in popularity from our tri-state home region. So that's exciting. I don't know if that was like that the last time we looked at the popularity from the last event, from December's event, or no, February's event. But yeah, nice. Happy with all that. All right. Nope, Sabu got into an argument with somebody. Who was that? With Stacy Cologne. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Those colognes are something else, let me tell you. All right. What do we do? Extremely positive. It was a great show for us. Good. I'm glad that our season finale, our big show, did well. So what else did I want to show you guys? Company Wars. Here we are. We have since we've started this local to global save, I was number 56 at the very end. Oh, I'm ahead of somebody now. Wow. Okay, I was going to say I am now number 59 at the end because quite a few companies have popped up, like VPW. Where's the other one? This one, WCW GP. And there was one more. Did they make it all the way up here already? No. What was the name of it? I don't remember. R something. Huh. Maybe they're gone already. I don't see them anymore. Okay, well, there's 2 companies extra. 3 No, there's got to be a third one somewhere. Because I was 56. Now I'm 50. Well, there's 59 now. I have no clue where they went. It'd be crazy if they were already on the first page. I don't see them. Like RJPW, I think it was. They're blind? Or did they just go out of business just this month or something? I don't know. Because they were there. Whatever. Yeah, wow, that's news to me. I was always dead last, but we've moved up to second to last. So that good. Yeah, yes. All right. But yeah. So that was our season finale. That was the big show for the end of the year. And all we have to do is get through the next event. Well, by the next event, it'll have been a year because this game started off in April of 2004. All right. Let me see. Where we go? Okay, well, whatever. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it started off April of last year. I'm sure of it. But so yeah, it'll be. Let's just go through this real fast. All right, and here we are. We've made it 1 year in our local to global saves so far. I am so negative in the money, but we're really picking up steam a little bit here. A little bit of a drop in attendance tonight, 120. Usually we're a little bit above that, but that's okay. We've officially made it back around to April. So yeah, we've been here a year. But like I said, our money is doing bad, but fan support is getting a little bit better. I'm starting to gain popularity. I think I'm up to like 7 in my home region of the tri-state, and in my little spill-off regions around me, and even reaching a little bit further into Canada, I've got 2s and 1s. So that's nice to see. So we're getting somewhere, slowly but surely here. So first off, VCW Over the Limit, second time around, second, annual show, this. Starting off the show, we have Kevin Steen versus Eddie Kingston. And in a decent match, Eddie Kingston picks up the win, partner. So crowd heat at the end of that was hot and rising. Wrestling did a 32, crowd only a 14, segment rating did a 30, but it got the crowd hotter, and it was a strong start to the show. So that's kind of what I was hoping for. I'm glad they went out there and did their thing. Claudio's out, cutting a promo. It says it got the crowd hotter, but over here it says that it was a poor promo, but whatever. It got the crowd hotter. Crowd heat at the end of that was white hot. Segment only did a 19. But Claudio was out there and he says he's tired of sitting on the sidelines and watching things happen. And sooner or later, he was going to do something about it and, win some gold somewhere. So we'll see. CM Punk versus Sheamus. It was a wild brawl, had great wrestling and good heat, and CM Punk picking up the win over Sheamus. Crowd heat at the end of that was very hot. Wrestling did a 40, crowd was a 24, so they were more into it, and segment number 38. Nice. Here we have a quick little beatdown between Total Control and the Briscoe brothers. So Pac and Ricochet trying to, beat down their opponents tonight a little bit and, get an advantage going into their match. So it was a 5-minute angle. Crowd heat at the end of that was very hot, and it did a 35 for segment. Here we are, tag team matchup. Briscoe brothers versus Total Control. Good wrestling, decent reaction from the crowd. The Briscoe brothers defeat Total Control and defend their tag team titles. So crowd heat at the end of that was very hot. The wrestling was a 33. Crowd only a 15. Our segment did a 31. Let's see here. Ricochet was really off his game. I'm not surprised. He's really young right now at this point in time. So is Pac. I think right now they're respectively 17 and 18 right now, I think. I'm pretty sure. And the Briscoe brothers got a tag team specialist bonus because they're just that good. Not surprised at all. Here we have ODB versus Beth Phoenix, looking to put an end to their troubles between each other, their beef. It was a decent match, and ODB picks up the win and finally puts her foe down once and for all. So the crowd heat at the end of that was very hot. What? How did it advance? And okay, whatever. Wrestling did a 22, crowd did a 9, segment 23. Women's title match coming up. Angel Williams, the newbie, the new person here in the company. Angel Williams versus our current champ, Rebecca Knox. And oh wow, it came forward. I didn't even know that would do that on its own. I thought it would always pick somebody as a winner. That's crazy. But okay, decent match. Angel Williams and Rebecca Knox fight it out to a draw when the referee lost control and stopped the match. That's crazy. Yeah, because I didn't add that in the agent notes or any of that. That was all done by itself. I thought for sure Rebecca Knox was gonna What's our defend her title here? That's crazy. Okay. Crowd heat at the end of that was very hot. Wrestling was a 23. Crowd rating was a 10. And our segment rating was a 21. That's really interesting. I didn't know that they would make draw matches. Here we have Samoa Joe cutting a promo on his opponent tonight, Bryan Danielson. He thanks Danielson for, the hard work that he's done, and he knows that he's had quite a bit of a battle trying to be the champion, especially trying to take the title from Punk, who didn't seem like he was ever going to give it up. But Samoa Joe says that he's here, he's got time now. He's going to take that title off of Bryan tonight. Crowd heat at the end of that was very hot, and it got a segment rating of 42. And here we have title match, VCW heavyweight title, Samoa Joe versus Bryan Danielson. It was an exceptional match, but Bryan Danielson picking up the win over Samoa Joe. That was heavy competition, stiff competition there against Joe, but he came out on top. This is defense number 3 for Danielson. Okay. Crowd heat at the end of that was very hot. Wrestling 65. Crowd rating 41. Segment rating 59. Definitely one of our better, I think the best match of the night. Excuse me. Samoa Joe benefited from having a hot new move, and the match got the crowd buzzing. I'm glad it did. It's always good when they go out buzzing at the end of the show. So yeah, overall did a 41. The Claudio promo being our weak spot here. And we gained popularity in our region. So let's finish the show. No need to address. Okay, here's the financials. I am now negative $37,009. But our merchandise increased again. 132. That's nice. Popularity. Yeah, see, I'm 7 going to an 8. My little spill-off regions, I got a 2. And the Midwest, the Southeast, and in Canada, Quebec and Ontario, I've got 1. So yeah, we're starting to gain popularity there, like I mentioned earlier. I'm really excited about that, to see where it goes. All right, that was it. Let's see if we get any mail or any headlines or anything. All right, here, let's see. No mail. And just from the quick skim, I'm not, let's see. Monty Brown is arguing with who? With Conan over in TNA. Okay. Anything else? Anything else? What do they say about us? It was a great show, and the feedback was extremely positive. Yeah. We did lose some fans. We only did 120. I think the last one had a little bit higher. Let's go check that out. What was it? The last event? Revolution? Yeah, see, 124. And 120? That's all right. That's all right. But yeah, there we have it. So like I mentioned before, that we are now 1 year in the books, alive as a company, as VCW here in our local to global grind. Thank you guys as always for joining me. I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you again next time.